about somebody who is coming back around. I do think you've been no contact with this person for a while, and they want to bury the hatchet or let go of whatever the argument was. They want to move forward and be able to be friends, or, you know, send the memes that make them think of you. But I don't know. There's something here that makes me feel like this is someone who cannot be fully trusted. So we're going to have to dig in a little bit more. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, along with more information on how to become a member and a link to my Etsy shop in case you would like to buy one of my candles. Let's dive in. I think we will start with the Noisy Tarot. Let's see what's going on with this person who wants to come back around. Who is this person? Eight of Cups in the reverse. That is special. Okay, so I already have one of these cards, even though I've only pulled 3 cards total. So 2/3 of the cards that I've pulled are the Eight of Cups, specifically in the reverse. Somebody who's coming back around. They left, they maybe were pouting, they were angry, or they felt like things weren't going to get resolved between the two of you, but now they're coming back. Now they're like, wait a second. Hey, I got an idea. I think I know what we need to talk about, or I think I know what needs to change. There's another 8 there with the 8 of Swords in the reverse. Excuse me, reverse. What is this person, drunk? They're Russian. Why are they so urgent with this? They're like, hurry up. I want to talk to you. Are you home? Are you available? Give me a call. Talk to me at your earliest convenience. Why are they so rushy? What's the deal here? Maybe they feel like in order to get what they want, they have to make nice with you first. Star in the reverse, the Empress. 5 of Cups in the reverse. Chariot in the reverse. I don't know, man. I don't like this. This feels like somebody is looking at you as an obstacle to something that they want, and they have to make nice, or it has to look like you two are friends again before they can get what they want. Like, see, we're friends again. No big deal. So now will you like go out on a date? Or see, I paid that person back. Now you can trust me. Hello, Danny. Hello, B. How we doing today? I don't like it. I don't know. I feel like there's someone here who's coming back around after you've been no contact, after you've had some sort of a, argument or frustration. And this person's saying that they want to make things better, or maybe even outright apologizing. There's that Page of Cups. But it's because they're motivated by something else or someone else. If I make nice with you, then I can get something else. Then I have access to someone else. Hello, Billy. Thank you for the tip. How will A find back? Can you tell me a little bit more about what you mean by that? Do you mean how will A find like her way back? Which reason will she find to get in contact? Perhaps it's as simple as that, right? I just want to make sure with that first question if there's another connotation I need to consider. Is it like about the justification of it? Hello, Carrie. Hello, J-Lo. How you doing? What else do we have? 3 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this is someone who is apologizing to you because they feel like without things being okay between the two of you, they don't have access to somebody else. Three of Cups, a third party. So it's like, I have to be friends with you so that I can hit on your best friend. I have to make sure that you and I are cool so that I can get an interview with your employer. I'm pretending that we're friends so that I can ask you to play violin at my wedding. This is someone who needs something. So they're apologizing or coming back around to make nice. It's only a matter of time before they ask for something. Like an introduction, or can I borrow this, or can you do this for free? Yeah, see, they're like, they got a plan in place, okay? I know it's been a while, we haven't talked. You're probably wondering what I've been up to, no big deal. They're gonna like do the small talk thing. Oh, how you been? What you been getting into? And then literally within like a couple of days, you'll find out. This person will be like, so great that we started talking again because I understand that you have a truck that's perfect for moving and I have to move next weekend. What do you say? Can I just like borrow your truck? No big deal. Yeah, you want to help me move? They're going to ask you a favor, or they need you to introduce them. There's something here that they need. It's not actually about being in your life or being your friend or even like missing you or anything like that. This is self-serving. I'm glad to hear that, Carrie. This is the Meta Muse. What else do we have? Three of Swords in the reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. You're going to be a little bit unsure. You're going to be like, why am I hearing from this person? Or are they actually apologizing? That's strange. I didn't expect them to apologize. Or they apologize, but like for like 10% of what happened between us. It's going to feel strange from the outset. And it's because intuitively, you know that this person's motivations are not what they're telling you they are, or that they have not disclosed what their goal is, the desired outcome. They want something from you. They want to borrow something, or they want you to do something for free, or they want you to introduce them. You'll find out. Don't you worry, they're going to be asking. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. 10 of Cups in the reverse. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. This individual, we're going to call them the High Priestess, okay? And you, my friend, are the 9 of Pentacles Empress energy. Just please keep in mind that the Empress doesn't need to be a woman and the High Priestess doesn't need to be a woman. It could be a woman, but we are dealing with the High Priestess coming back around, wanting to repair things, but hiding what their motivations are. And the Empress is the person who they seek some sort of favor with, or they want you to introduce them to somebody. This is saying basically something doesn't sit right with you. You know that there's something other than what they're telling you. And it could be that they have experienced a setback or a loss in their business, or with regards maybe even to their personal life, but they feel like there's something here that you can do that would make their life easier. They just feel like they have to like warm you up a little bit first, so they have to ask after a little while. Hello, Joey, how are you doing? Hello, Pink Paradise, what's up? Ace of Wands. And the Devil in the reverse. Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal, whatever the argument was. We can patch that up. No huge, like, hurt feelings left over. I've basically forgiven you. I'm sure you've forgiven me too. So why not just, like, forget that ever happened and move forward? They don't want to let the instability or the arguments of the past prevent you from being able to connect in the present. But they're talking about the friendship as if that's the motivation, when the real motivation is something they want from you, a favor or money. So you can tell that there's something else here. Sun in the reverse, something else that they haven't told you. Sun in the reverse and Hierophant in the reverse. Because they're taking an unconventional path, or you were pretty certain this person wasn't going to connect with you or talk to you again. Four of Cups in the reverse, Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. This person's selfish. This person feels like because of your connection to them, maybe you married into the family, maybe they married into the family, maybe you used to be best friends as kids, maybe you were, you worked closely together 5 years ago. They feel some sense of entitlement here. Like, we go way back, you know, we've known each other since the 90s. That's crazy, man. So I was hoping you could do like $10,000 worth of work on my kitchen for free. You know, because we go way back. What do you say? That's cool, right? We can do that? Of course, of course. How could you say no to me? You know, it's because we've been friends forever. Yeah. They're asking way too much. They're being unreasonable. And I think they know it, but they're not going to admit it. Oh no, they're not going to admit it. No, I don't think that's the right one. What do we need? We're gonna go with the character oracle, because this person seems like a little bit of a character. Hello, Matt. Did you name the lemur? I do like alliteration, so I think it should probably be an L name. What about Lachlan? Lachlan the lemur. That would be difficult to say 8 times really fast. Hello, Nathaniel. Oh, sorry, Nathan. I don't know why I said Nathaniel. It's clearly Nathan. My apologies. Hello, Natnat. How you doing? So we have spy. Seeker of secrets, intelligence agent, covert, espionage, and undercover. So maybe we have somebody who is asking a favor, like, can I borrow a cup of sugar? Because what they really want to do is see who's in your house, see what's going on in your house, see if you're watching the football game or who you're cheering on. We have someone doing reconnaissance here, okay? And that is why they're trying to reconnect to you. And this is someone who I think has a reputation for being a bit of a goofball or being a bit silly. They are sent towards you, so maybe there's some other people who are interested, but they're trying to get some information on you, because even though this person is keeping a secret from you, there are people around you that feel that you are very secretive. So this High Priestess is coming back around, apologizing, trying to gain access back into your life, but it's because they are doing some recon. They're trying to figure out some information about you. Thank you, Natnat. Let me add that for you. Thanks, Nathan. Hello, Indra. How are you doing? Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. That means a lot to me. Let's get a different oracle deck, shall we? I think we will go with... this is the Green Witch Oracle. What else do we have? Rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. So I think we have someone who's trying to do some reconnaissance and figure out if this Empress is dating anyone. But it seems a little nefarious, kind of like they're assuming this Empress is seeing someone they shouldn't. Chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, and sleep. There's a very relaxing energy around the Empress that is addicting, and I feel like this High Priestess is realizing that as they try to do some reconnaissance and figure out what's going on with the Empress. Almost as if the person who has been hired to do some detective work is falling under the spell of the Empress. Moth, mystery, concealment, and illusion. So I'm trying to solve this mystery. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this Empress. But the truth is, I don't know if I really have any information figured out. So Empress, again, you don't have to be a woman to be the Empress. The problem seems to be there are people around you who are frustrated because they don't know enough about you, or they feel that you are secretive or mysterious, and they really want to solve that mystery. Indra, I do personal questions after the general reading, which is probably in like 15 minutes or so, with priority to those who tip or donate. So you can attach the question that you have to a super chat or donate a membership if you'd like to. Oh, thank you, Natnat. Sorry, I didn't see that you already explained it. Matt, that works. Hello, Jordan. What else do we have? Preserve, security, forethought, and thrift. Look, it says Nat Rum Peaches. I don't know if you can see it, but that right there, it says Nat. Just for you, Nat. Do you got some peaches? Now I'm hearing that song, Peaches. Okay. Empress, you are a mystery. You are a little bit confusing to the people around you. So this High Priestess who has some past connection to you apologizes, tries to gain some access to you, and you might find it to be a little bit uncomfortable or strange. This is like a representative of a group of people who want to know more about you and they don't know anything about you. I don't know if this is really all that nefarious. I think we just have some looky-loos. I think we just have some people who are like, I don't know anything about you. I'm real curious. Just tell me what you do with your free time. Oh, you got it, Indra. Okay, let me scroll up here. Is my ex Alex? Is she wanting to get back together? Awesome. I have added that for you. Thank you, Indra. The salsa party. Are you excited? I expect an update, JLo. Hello, Lotus. How are you doing today? What else do we have, please? Three of Swords, Knight of Rings or Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords with Judgment. So they come back around after some sort of betrayal or heartbreak. They feel like they've left enough time to be able to repair things a little bit easier. But again, they are lying about the motivation. They are lying about what made them pursue a reconciliation or, you know, getting back together, being friends again. Thank you, J-Lo. What the rumors about me and what are the rumors? At the salsa group. Right? Awesome. I have added that for you. Carrie, I'm just deleting your message because I don't want there to be personal information in the live chat. I hope that doesn't offend you, but feel free to repost. I do personal questions after the general reading. Matt, that's funny. Hello, Billy. We have not started personal questions yet. It'll probably be in another like 12 minutes or so. I'm sorry for your loss, Carrie. Hello, Wear Mask. How are you doing today? All right. Oh, I already have one out. Sorry, guys. If I didn't mention it, this is the Marigold Tarot. What else do we need to know? Six of Rings, which is the Six of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Two of Wands in the reverse. So they have something to gain from having a new connection or contacting you, right? But the Two of Wands is in the reverse because what you're trying to figure out is, why is it bothering me that this person is coming back around? It's almost like you feel guilty. Like, shouldn't I just be happy that this person apologized? Why is it like not sitting right with me? It's because you're picking up on the fact that there is an ulterior motivation that they're not sharing with you. Your intuition is like setting off a red flag because they're not being honest about why they're back in your life, why they're talking to you. Two of Rings or Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. In fact, I think you can pick up on the fact that their mood is off, that they are, awkward or uncomfortable, or maybe even you're picking up on deceptive energy. And that's why you're like backing away from this person. Like, yeah, I get it. You want to be friends again or whatever. But why are you acting weird? Why does it feel like you've got something that you're hiding? It's because this person is still acting like they're in high school. They're looking for gossip. They're looking for information. They want to be able to tell other people what this Empress is getting into and whether or not they're dating anyone. I think this is straight up a mission for information. How can I get some tea on you, right? Hello, Body Transformer. What's up? We have Temperance and the Five of Swords. Yeah. What should be peaceful after an apology still feels off. There's still some sort of strange tension in the room, and that's what you're picking up on. So that's why your spidey sense is telling you you need to have more conversation or maybe even additional discernment taking place before you connect or really let this person have access to you again. Something just doesn't seem right to you. I believe 17 is that the stars or the tower? I think it's the stars. They're sometimes different in different decks. The Tower is 16. Yeah, so it's got to be the star or the stars. I think in this one it's singular. And the star is about guidance. It's about healing. It can also be about celebrity, a sense of purpose. I guess I'm not going to be able to find it for you. This is like, maybe it's like the very last one. Rejected. It's totally going to be like the last one, dude. This is funny. Did I pull it and I didn't realize it? No, not there. Now I'm confused. I must have gone past it, but it is the star. That talks about healing, of course. So from the Path of Shadows, we have my favorite card. This is the Black Cat. Grace, mystery, and psychic abilities. Are people knocking on your door because they think that you're like the spooky witch? Are people trying to figure you out because you're predicting stuff? Maybe you're just a little bit different, and so there's folks that are trying to figure out what it is that makes you different. Hello, Christopher. How are you doing? Oh no, Matt. Hello, Panagiatis. How's it going? We've got isolation. In the solitude's embrace, I found my own echo. I whisper to the shadows, my voice finds no fellow. Empress, you are a little bit of a loner, or you are somebody who knows how to deal with things on your own. You may be pretty self-sufficient, and that might be a little bit intimidating or a little bit strange to the people around you. That's okay. They don't have to understand you. But that's why they're trying to gain access. They're still talking about you. They're still trying to figure you out. They're still confused. Overthinking, each thought a labyrinth, endless, obscure. There's no peace amidst this self-imposed torture. You've confused someone. You act differently. You don't follow what everybody else does. And as a result, you've become somebody's obsession, or someone is trying to figure you out. They may not be able to figure you out, but you've been able to get through a difficult time and transform or change. And that ability to navigate difficult waters without missing a beat has somebody very curious about you. A creature of many guises, in storms I soar, amid virtues and vices, a reflection of life's score. So I think in particular what I'm drawn to with this card is in storms I soar. People are curious about you because even when times are tough, you know how to keep it moving, or you know how to land on your feet. Whatever little saying that you want to use, people are jealous of you because you know how to get through difficult times, and you know how to improve upon things even when times are rough. Hello, August. How are you doing? We've got fallen angel. Was it even real, the paradise I fell from, or are they just a nightmare, the realms I now roam? You've navigated a breakup or a change in your career, maybe even being rejected by family or having to meet a whole new group of friends. And there are people here who are curious about how you've been able to get through such a transformative or difficult period of life without being delayed or looking haggard or being angry or hating on everybody. Like, you make tough times look good. I'm gonna say it again. You make tough times look good. That's why these people are trying to figure out what's going on. That's why somebody is apologizing and trying to gain access back into your life and figure you out. because you've been cheated on or fired or kicked out or stolen from, and yet you are still moving forward. And people, I think people admire you, but I think there's also some people who are a little bit like, a little bit nervous about you. Hello, Daisy. How are you doing? It's true. This is the Poe Tarot. Ace of Candles or Ace of Wands. The Devil and the Hierophant. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. You are different. You don't belong. There are people who don't understand you. You are mysterious. You are secretive. You make choices that other people don't understand. Why? Because you're your own person. Because you use your own brain. Because you aren't a follower. Because you are the Empress, okay? Again, you do not need to be a woman, but you have the ability to create. You have the ability to see things that other people aren't aware of or cannot fathom. And so as such, there are people who don't understand you. That's fair. They don't have to, but they try to. The Devil says, from every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. We have some folks who are questioning whether or not you are possessed, or if you are working with magic, or if you are, I don't know, if you have some mental health issues. This is judgment against you. This is reaching for answers because they do not understand you, because they probably haven't gone through dark night of the soul, or because they don't have the same self-awareness that you do. That's okay. They'll figure it out or they won't, but that doesn't mean that you have to explain it to them. Lord, help my poor soul. This all boils down to people comparing themselves to you or feeling like they need to be able to understand who you are and put you in a box, right? Like describe you as that and understand you more readily because you are defined, right? Well, maybe you aren't definable. Hello, Ophelia. How are you doing? Maybe you're too special. All right, last couple of cards, and then we're going to go to personal questions. We'll get a few from the Fairy Godmother Oracle. What else do we have? Dreams. Announcement. And vulnerability. See, I think you have a dream coming true, my friend. I think you have a new relationship, or you have a new business, or your book's being published, or your album is produced. There's something different here about you. You're living the life you want to live, or living life on your terms. Dreams are coming true, or a particular dream is coming true for you that makes other people jealous of you. They feel vulnerable, or they feel like they haven't been able to achieve as much because they are comparing their life to your life. So why is someone apologizing? It's because they want access back into your life. They want to figure you out. They want to feel better about their own choices by judging yours. Hello, Egyptian Empress. How are we doing today? It happens, Carrie. Oh, go for it, Callan. All right, we're going to move to the personal questions. We got Billy up first. How will A find her way back? Which reason will she use? Hanged Man in the reverse. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 9 of Swords. I feel like she's going to use money problems. Help, I got kicked out, or help, I can't pay my rent, or I can't afford groceries. We've got financial issues here being touted as a justification for something. But with the 10 of Swords and Death, I feel like this is an ending or a problem that was brought on about herself. So sometimes we are in a problematic situation that happened without our having anything to do with it, and sometimes we are the architects of our own misery. And I would feel that this is someone who could have avoided this, but made foolish decisions, almost as if they wanted to end up in that situation. Yes, I agree, Matt. Comparison is the thief of joy. Hello, Criminal Man. What's up? Oh, are you talking about me? Nah, I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help some people on YouTube. But if it's not for you, that's okay, Criminal Man. No worries. I would keep it moving, Billy. I think you already know that, but this is someone who's using financial issues as justification for acting a certain way, or like feeling entitled to somebody else's money or food, perhaps. Looking for someone who can feel, you know, pity or remorse and try to fix the problems for A, but it's not your responsibility. Hello, Clifford. How's it going? I hope you're having a good day. Let's see what we've got for Natnat. Oh, sorry you feel that way, Samantha, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. So for Natnat, what is it that Nat needs to know? What does Natnat need to know? Ace of Cups, 8 of Cups, Strength, which is number 8, the Hanged Man in the reverse, and the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like you are, in the next week or two, you are going to be very smart about resisting temptation from someone coming back around from your past, an ex or someone that you may have almost gotten with. But this is someone who is coming through as a form of temptation that is like your old self. And I think you can tell that this would be something that would just cause chaos in your life. So I see you feeling rather victorious over not getting distracted by this and knowing better that what you really want is someone who would be respectful or someone who is looking for something serious. So you don't get caught up with somebody from your past. This ends up improving. It's like it speeds up the timeline for realistic or legitimate love interest of yours to show up. So reject this person with the quickness. And it expedites the person you do want to be with showing up. Hello, Shiny Baby, what's up? Sorry, guys. And we've got the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Be cautious because you might be a little bit, it's like you're lacking just a little bit in confidence. So like wear your best outfit or get your hair done. Do something here because I want you to feel as confident as you really should be. And there's a little bit of insecurity about this. The new person that you meet who is on your level, I think they're going to be a bigger fan of you than you realize. So not trying to like make you arrogant or anything, but don't discount what you have to offer. All right. Oh, it's natural. We all do that. So next up, we've got Indra. Is my ex Alan wanting to reconcile? Is Indra's ex Alan wanting to reconcile or come back, get back together? No, I do not see hopes for reconciliation or an attempt to reach out. It feels to me like this is someone who views your connection as like young love, or I was foolish or I was immature, so I went after a connection that didn't really make sense. Five of Swords in the reverse. I think this is somebody who would like to be civil or doesn't want it to be contentious between the two of you. I do think that there's also been some maturing that has happened for Alan, but there's also a sense of, I think the right choice is to move forward. The right choice is to accept that there's something here that doesn't really work between the two of us. I think Alan is the type of person who struggles to end connections. This could be because Alan is a people pleaser, or like there's always got to be some way to make this work. But we've got Death in the reverse, Four of Wands, and the Devil. There's a lot of fear that controls Alan's decisions. So I daydream about things that I want, or I imagine things going in a different way, but then I get fearful over how things would actually go. I would agree, yes. This is not somebody who seems happy to me. So what's going on with the ex? There is some betrayal that has happened with the ex. So I do feel like there's anger from Alan towards the new, well, the person that she's been with. There's been anxiety and stress, feeling like things have been off or not good for a long time. But I feel like she gets defeatist. There's like two mindsets here. Maybe this will work out. Maybe I should try this, right? With the Four of Wands, a little bit more of a hopeful energy. And then it's like, no, that would just end up with problems. Four of Swords in the reverse, Three of Pentacles. I do think that there's a bit of toxic energy here where it's like she's starting to assume that things will always go badly. We have the World in the reverse. I think she's hopeful that something could potentially happen in the future, but right now she's really in the thick of it with the person who I think she needs to leave, or with the person who might have cheated on her. Hello, See the Gray. Hello, Putri. What's up? Hello, Stacy. Hello, Narnia. Hello, Delinia. What's going on? All right. Let's see what we've got for Ophelia. Hello, Rachel. Indeed, we are almost 45 minutes in. What do we have? Ophelia, since I'm reading some cards for you, if you don't mind hyping if you're able to, or at least make sure you like the video, I appreciate that. What do we have for Ophelia? Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and the High Priestess in the reverse. So I see two people that are being secretive with each other. Now, this could be siblings, this could be best friends, this could be two people who are in a relationship, but it's giving like, if you do this, then I'm going to do that. If you take forever to communicate with me, then I'm going to take longer to get back to you. So it's like a Cold War of inaction. We're not actually like yelling at each other or stating that we're upset, but I'm trying to show you through inaction or not doing things the way that I used to that I'm frustrated or irritated with you. And with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, this is like, this isn't going to achieve what you're hoping it will achieve. You're welcome, Indra. Narnia, I think some people do, but it's a little bit challenging. 10 of Wands and the 4 of Cups in the reverse. So we have these two people who are not necessarily communicating that they're frustrated with each other. There's some secretive energy here. And it's like, I'm avoiding being the one to break up with someone, or I'm avoiding being the one to bring up why we're mad at each other. But creating additional instability is, it's like the snowball is getting bigger. Or what's a better analogy? I don't know, if you go out into winter weather and you're wearing like a wet swimsuit, you're gonna get cold faster because of the wetness of the swimsuit, right? This is like things are getting made worse or exaggerated because of the amount of time it takes to talk about this situation. So whoever this is to you, this is saying it's best to just rip the Band-Aid off, have the conversation, say, hey, something seems strange, feels like you're mad at me, or it feels like maybe we need to, you know, just kind of like check in real quick. Is there something that I have done to upset you? Is there something that we need to work through because I want to be in a better place, or I don't want to feel like I have to tiptoe around you? Because I do think this is someone who's important, and I do feel like there's a lot of anxiety or frustration. With this 10 of Pentacles, it could indicate more so the family side, but I think this is more so saying this is someone who's actually important to you. This is someone you want to be around for a while, so there needs to be a conversation about it. Let's see. Should Ophelia text him right now? Not right now. We have the Sun in the reverse. I'm seeing the letter C. And we have the World in the reverse. I feel like within the next week. Why the letter C? Does the letter C have some meaning for Ophelia? No. You're going to see it. That's funny. You're going to see some sort of bulletin or billboard or commercial, and the letter C is going to add some understanding for you. Okay, that's weird. 9 of Cups in the reverse. There's something here that is changing in the mindset that changes over the next couple of days. So if you were to message now, it wouldn't have the same outcome. Giving it a few days is important. Hello, Emojilane? Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. Fingers crossed. Stacy, I will pull a few cards for you. Please make sure that you have liked the video or subscribed to the channel. And if you're able to hype, I appreciate that as well. What do we have for Stacy, please? Four of Wands. Daughter or Page of Pentacles, Two of Swords in the reverse, and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. There's someone here who feels clarity where they previously felt pretty confused about the connection between the two of you or friendship, relationship. This is someone who feels like it's time for things to elevate or upgrade. So this could be a person who maybe you're only in a situationship or maybe you're only friends, but they want more. Or maybe this is someone who's decided they need to reconcile, but they have clarity about wanting you in their life. And they're feeling decisive, that it's time to take action. Feeling a bit regretful for taking so long to do something. But they feel like there is instability or frustration, restlessness, because they haven't communicated their truth to you. So I think this is a confession. This could be an apology, but I think it's a confession. And maybe a friend saying, I would really like to be more than friends, but I've had to keep this to myself. So maybe they're just a little bit nervous on how you would respond. Hello, Myron. How are you doing? Hello, checkmates. I hope you're having a good one. Ooh, you know what? J-Lo, you just reminded me that I wrote yours down on the other page. J-Lo, let's do your reading. See, I write all the way to the bottom and I have to flip it over, and I forgot that I wrote yours down. J-Lo's question is, what are the rumors about me at the salsa group? What is the salsa group saying about J-Lo? Two of Swords. The Hermit in the reverse. Justice in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse and Three of Cups in the reverse. Dang, okay. You got some judgy people in your class, man. So there's been some chatter about you not being very decisive or not making the best of decisions. Maybe giving bad advice or taking bad advice. So there's people who judge how you approach people, how you communicate, or the things that people have said about how you live, maybe like who you date. What are they judging about J-Lo? Four of Pentacles in the reverse. You talk too much. You say things that make people feel uncomfortable, maybe? Okay. This just makes me think you're cooler. High Priestess in the reverse. People don't get you. That's what this is saying. High Priestess in the reverse. It's like you make jokes and you get them, but they don't always necessarily. That might just mean they didn't watch that movie or they're just not smart enough to understand what you're saying. But I feel like this is kind of like a small mind judging a robust mind, you know? What else? The World in the reverse. King of Pentacles. So there are people who have an interest or like a physical attraction to you, but there's concerns over whether or not you are an honest person, whether or not you have misrepresented yourself or what you get into or who you are. I do think there are people who are like assuming that you are not a faithful type of person. So you get into relationships and you cheat, or that you are a homewrecker. These people are super judgy. Anything else? The Chariot and the Queen of Swords. Someone here is like, and I guess you know some stuff about cars. Maybe it's not specifically cars. The Chariot can refer to cars. But there's something here about you either being like forward thinking or having intelligence about like trendy technology or being able to answer questions that other people don't necessarily know. So there is respect and admiration of your wisdom or your specific like knowledge set, but there's also like criticism or being like intimidated by your specific type of intelligence because I don't think you share that with a lot of people here. Hello, Hypernova Steve. How you doing? You don't want me to judge you? But it's my favorite thing. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Jayla, I hope that helps. Thank you for hyping the video if you're able to, and also for checking out my candles on Etsy. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.